G'day guys, how's it all going? It's very hot over here. I have got a falafel recipe for you guys today. So I'll show you how to make the falafel itself and also what you can do with them. So I've got a nice falafel wrap. It's a perfect dinner or a lunch meal. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Feel free to ask any questions and enjoy.
Hello food lovers, right, let's get straight on into it. Just grab a medium-sized bowl and we're going to start with our chickpeas. Now my chickpeas have just come from the can, just been soaking in their brine. You can get dried chickpeas to do this also. So just 2 cups of chickpeas, whole chickpeas, and we'll stick this into our bowl. And now we want to either put this into a food processor, or if you've got one of these blendy sticks like I have, or even a masher. They don't need to be perfectly blended, just you want to break it all up into a big mush. This is what we're sort of after here. So once this stage is sort of achieved, we can add the rest of our ingredients. So we're going to begin with 1.5 teaspoons of cumin powder, and we're going to stick in a half teaspoon of salt. And following this, we're going to stick in 4 to 6 cloves of garlic that have been finely diced up. It's quite a lot, but it tastes wonderful, trust me. And following this, we're going to stick in a red onion, a medium-sized red onion that's also been finely diced. You don't want large chunky pieces in your falafels, so just make sure you've done a good job of dicing them. It can be a white onion if you choose to also. And coming next is 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds. You can also substitute this for fresh coriander if you've got it. My coriander plant is looking a bit sad, so I've just put in the coriander seeds that I've bashed up. And finally, we're going to stick in 1 large handful of chopped up parsley. It can be any form of parsley you want, just a nice big handful. We're going to put a little bit of pepper in here to taste. And don't forget, but stick in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now we can mix all this up together and you'll get this nice big thick dry paste. So you shouldn't need to add any water. In fact, don't add any water. What you might need to do, depending on your chickpeas and the amount of moisture and the rest of your ingredients, is add in some flour. Now you can test this by when you come to cook them. If you put them into your oil and the falafel breaks apart, then you need to go and add additional flour. So the recipe I go with is around 4 to 6 tablespoons of flour that you're going to need to add. So like I said, test it first. If you don't need to add any, that's fine, but you should add around 2 to 4 at least tablespoons of flour. Holds everything together and it'll cook really nicely. Now traditionally our falafel mixture that we've just created is divided into small balls, so just grab a tablespoon and just scoop out a tablespoon of the mixture, roll it into a small ball. You can make it a sort of a flattish ball if you want, and we're going to drop them into medium hot oil that we've just had on our element here. Now some people object to frying these in oil. If you're really healthy conscious, I've got another way of doing it. But this is a traditional way. You just put a shallow fry in a little bit of oil, and they should only need a couple of minutes to brown up nicely, and you'll have a nice crisp outside. Now for those of you that don't really want to sort of deep fry your falafels, you can also just get a pan like I've got here, put a little bit of oil in here, and we can just pretty much fry them without the soaking of the oil. It's a more healthier option, I guess. It's not going to produce a nice crispy outside like deep frying would, but this is still just as perfect, and it's not really going to affect the flavour of your falafel that much either. So you choose which way you want to do it. It's up to you. If you want to save on oil, then go with just the frying in the pan, but if you want that crispy outside, then I'd go with the oil in the pot we've got here. Alright, so you're just going to grab a tablespoon of the mixture out, like I said, and you're just going to do that until all your mixture is completely done and dusted. Once again, if you find your falafel sort of just breaks apart and dissolves, you're going to need to put some more flour in. So it's a good idea to just do a test falafel, a single one, and then you'll find out whether it's ready to go or not. And then you shall have some falafels that you can use for whatever your purpose. I'm going to carry on with these falafels and make falafel wraps. So keep watching if you want to. If you want to just eat the falafels as is or use them in another recipe, then that's fine too. Okay, for those of you that are still watching, we're going to make our falafel wraps. Now I've got with me some large tortillas, I guess. So I've made these from the tortilla recipe that I've actually got on my channel. So check it out if you need to learn how to make it, or you can just use store-bought ones. It's up to you. So all we're going to do is just put in our falafels like so, and just smear them out a little bit so they cover the entire base of your wrap. And it's really up to you from now on. You can put in whatever you like in your wrap. So tomato, onions, cheese, carrot, lettuce, anything else you want to do, capsicum, it's up to you. And all it is just simply put in your sauce. You might also want a sauce, and then just rolling it up, and you can have like that, or you can also toast them in a sort of a sandwich press for a nice toasted sort of falafel wrap. It's really up to you, this last bit. So there you have it, how to make falafel wraps. If you guys have got any questions, feel free to ask them below and I'll get back into contact with you. Other than that, enjoy and keep safe.